Python has something called the sum, which allows us to put in any iterable data type, including lists. So I can put the student scores into here, and I can set this, let's say, to the total exam score. And then if I print this, you'll see that it has added up each of those numbers in the list, and it equals 2068. Now, if I wanted to do this manually though, I could, because at the end of the day, all that's happened is the Python team, when they developed the programming language, they created each of these helpful functions. So we could create some ourselves as well, given that we understand how for loops work. So we could say for score in student scores, colon, and then in the indented block, we could say, well, we need to add each of these scores to each other, right? And then we need some sort of variable to keep hold of it. So let's create a variable called sum and set it to start off as equal to 0. And then we could say sum plus equals score. And every time this for loop runs, it's going to go to the next score and the next score. And each time that score is added to the previous value of sum. So then it accumulates in that variable. So now what we can do is go ahead and print the sum and go ahead and hit run, and you can see that it's exactly the same number as before. So this is a way that we can use the primitive parts of Python, so the building blocks of Python, to build out functionality for various use cases, such as summarizing each of the numbers in a list and adding them together. So here is your challenge. You're going to do the same, but in your case, you're going to try and replicate the max functionality. So this is a built-in function that allows us to pass in a list, for example, student scores, and if we print it, you can see it will pick out the largest number in this list, which happens to be 199. Now, your job is to replicate this functionality, but using what you have learned about for loops, about lists, about conditionals, and see if you can figure out how to achieve this. So pause the video now and give this challenge a go.